Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be watching Birds of Prey. I'm actually running late. I actually meant to start this vlog over at my house, but then I didn't realize how late it was, so I want to head in there as fast as possible. But I just wanted to let you know, I am watching the midnight release on Thursday, but the thing is, with me, it's sort of like a midnight release, with quotations on the midnight. It's actually almost 6 o'clock right now, which is when the movie starts. So we're 6 hours early, but they still call it a midnight release. So it's really just an early showing on Thursdays. I know some theaters do that, but I like to consider it a midnight release because it's funny, considering it's still bright daylight outside. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, I'm gonna go in there, watch the movie, probably gonna vlog at a store afterwards, do a Blu-ray hunt. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I gotta get in there right now because I got 10 minutes. So yeah, and the line looks pretty long. I'll see you guys in there, maybe. You can tell how late I am. There's no line. Well, just got out of my local theater. Got done with the movie. Gosh, the lighting is terrible right now. Got my popcorn. $5.25 for a small. Really cool. Luckily, I brought my water. Yeah. They let you bring water. Pretty cool. Hey guys, so it's the next day. Sorry to cut the vlog sort of short, but you know, there was a lot of people in the parking lot that were like walking around, so I thought it best to just come home and give my thoughts at home. And you know, since I got out pretty late, actually, it was like 9 when I got out, I think. I thought, you know, why not wait until the morning, just kind of sit with my thoughts, and, you know, wait until there's better lighting, and that way I could, you know, just share my thoughts, and you guys can actually see me when I share my thoughts. So, yeah, so sorry about that, but I got a bunch of notes here on my phone, and we're going to talk about Birds of Prey. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie, you might not want to listen to this part. Pause it. Go watch the movie. I definitely recommend it for any comic fan and general audience member. Very good movie. Very funny. Very action-packed. And it's honestly just one of the best DC movies that have been released so far. So if you haven't seen it and haven't really had any interest in it, go and watch it. Give it a chance, because I feel like this movie is probably going to do... it's not going to do well in the box office. That's my prediction. So please just go and support this movie, because I want a Birds of Prey sequel, okay? So yeah, from here on out, it's going to be spoilers. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, go watch the movie and come back. So yeah. So here we go. So here's the things that I liked about this movie. So the direction and the story. I thought the direction was pretty good. I don't know the name of the director. I probably should have pulled it up. In fact, I'm going to pull it up right now. Cathy Yan, that's the director of this movie. So Cathy Yan, I thought she did a really good job. This movie looked pretty good. You know, the camera angles were pretty great. The cinematography was pretty good. What I liked about this movie is that it was nice and simple. It wasn't like a big CGI, just video game looking mess during the third act like most of the other DC movies. They really like to go heavy with the CGI during the third act for most DC movies, but luckily this movie did not. This movie actually has a pretty awesome fun fight sequence in like a sort of like a carnival funhouse thing, which I guess was one of the old lairs that Joker and Harley kind of operated out of before they broke up. But, yeah, pretty cool. My only problem with the third act is that it was set during the nighttime, so it was pretty dark. But I think the reason for that was because, you know, the director was trying to hide the fact that there was stunt doubles doing most of the choreography, which is understandable. I couldn't really tell who was the stunt double and who was the actual actor, because it was that well directed and that well made. So very well edited, very good, really nice. And the story, I really liked as well. It was told through the point of view of Harley Quinn, which is kind of interesting considering this is technically a Birds of Prey movie, but Harley really is central to the plot, and since it's told from her point of view, it really does make for a fun, unique way of storytelling that we haven't really seen with the DC movies before, you know? And I kind of like that. I kind of liked how it was different in that way. It told the story in a unique way, from a unique perspective, and, you know, it wasn't just your run-of-the-mill origin story. So I really did like that, and I think that really did make for a better movie. And hopefully we can get something more like that in future DC movies. But other than that, you know, the fight choreography is really awesome. You know, it really stands out to me because these fights were really well made and they looked really cool. They were fun. It was amazing to watch the fight scenes. I would watch this movie alone just for the fight scenes. They were that good and that well choreographed. So, yeah, really cool. Characters. So, Margot Robbie makes for an excellent Harley Quinn. And, you know, with this movie, she gets the chance to add a nice layer of character development. We get to delve deeper into Harley Quinn as a character. And, you know, you really do feel some empathy for Harley Quinn, even though she is a villain. You really do feel for her, which is kind of shocking, you know. The 2019 and 2020 were the years that made us root for Harley Quinn and the Joker. Like, my goodness, it was just great. Margot Robbie, great. I thought she was good in Suicide Squad. I think she is better in this movie. She's great. I love her. The standout characters for me in this movie are Black Canary and Huntress, who are played by Janice Moye-Bell. I hope I said her name right. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead. They were great. They were the best part of the movie. I definitely liked their interactions with like Harley and all the other Birds of Prey. And just them as characters, you know. Black Canary is a great character in general. Huntress, I only knew a little bit about, but, you know, Mary Elizabeth Winstead just really, she made the character fun. She was a fun character, even though she kind of only showed up in the movie for maybe like 30 minutes, I want to say. Her role in the movie was kind of limited, but even then, when she finally came on screen, you know, she was great. She was, I just loved her take on the character, and I loved Journey's take on Black Canary. They were great. I would watch them for those two characters again. So yes, they were great. Renee Montoya, she was played by Rosie Perez, and Cassandra Cain, which was played by Ella J. Basco. They did good. They were good. No performances in this movie I thought were bad. Everybody was great. Their characters, though, I feel like could have been adapted better. Especially Cassandra Cain. Renee Montoya, I didn't really have a problem with, but I feel like she could have had a little more character development. She had good development overall. It's just I'm used to the Renee Montoya from the comics. And Cassandra Cain, I'm definitely used to the character from the comics. They took some creative liberties with the character in this movie, and it fit well for the movie, and it made sense to the plot of the movie. It's just, I wish they had kind of used a different character instead of Cassandra Cain, because this is a far cry from the comics. But, you know, there's little hints sprinkled throughout the movie that kind of show you, you know, she is kind of like from the comics, but, you know, I feel like the character could have been adapted a little better, but the performances were still great. You know, it made sense for the story, so I'm not too mad about it. I'm just kind of interested in seeing what they do with the characters in the future. Who knows? Maybe this version of Cassandra Cain will actually meet with Batman and join with him, and maybe this version of Renee Montoya will actually become the Question later on. Who knows? But, yeah, they were great. Great performances. Great cast. So, yeah. Black Mask and Victor Zsasz, portrayed by Ewan McGregor, and I don't know who played Victor Zsasz. Let me look that up real fast. Chris Messina. They were great. They were fun. You could tell they were having fun portraying the villains. They really did do a great job portraying the villains. just looking at my notes here. They made these characters fun to hate. And, you know, it's really great. I really would like to see more of them in the future. I just, I don't know if we're going to see more of them in the future, hint, hint. But, they were great. They were fun. Really good performances. Really great casting. Really great. Victor Zsasz, I only have a slight idea of who he is in the comics. I really know him more from the Gotham TV show. But even then, I don't really know him that much. And I didn't really care for him as a character. But this movie really made me like him as a character. He was a really fun villain to hate. And Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, it was just great casting. Ewan McGregor is just a really good actor in general. And, you know, just seeing him in this movie and interacting with the other characters was a fun time. And it was awesome. So, yeah, they were great too. The R rating really added to the film. I feel like this film did a lot better because of the R rating. Honestly, Suicide Squad should have gotten an R rating. I'm surprised they went PG-13 with that movie. But it is what it is. And this movie is definitely what Suicide Squad should have been. You know, this movie was much better than Suicide Squad. My laptop is interrupting me. Yeah, overall this movie is fun. It's action-packed, very comedic, very, I guess, heart-wrenching, I want to say. It is very emotional in some scenes, which is good. And the thing that I like about this movie is that it perfectly sets up future movies with the Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn without sacrificing the quality of this movie. This still is a really good movie, even though you can kind of tell it's meant to set up future movies. But it works, it works a lot better than Justice League, honestly. And Batman v Superman. Much better. So, yeah, in terms of ranking, here's my ranking of the DCEU movies with Birds of Prey included. It's great. It's probably in my top 3. There it is right there. You can see it right there. So, yeah. Overall, I highly recommend you guys watch Birds of Prey. I feel like comic book fans and the general audience is going to like it just enough. It's great. It's a really good movie. One of the best that DC has put out so far. And I honestly can't wait to see what the future holds for these characters. So that being said, thank you guys for watching my video. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next movie vlog adventure review, whatever this video is. I'm not too sure what this video is, but yeah. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next movie-related video. Later.